Hey everyone, Colin once again, and welcome back to the next video. And because it's been a while since I did one of these. Because I know some people missed when I did these videos, but I mean, it's just been I haven't been getting that much of these lately though. But actually, this is more on anime though. But that's only for a separate video though. But here I'm back with another DVD update. So I'm some people happy to see me doing these again. So I got another set right here, and so let's get right into it. If I learn how to talk right again. So I got some back on some TV shows. Which they were incomplete sets though, because I just never got the chance to go around and get these. So first off, now I have the complete set. Now I got the first and third season 1 and season 3 of Hell's Kitchen, which is a show I've always enjoyed from back then, and I always still enjoy these. Gordon Ramsay is always as fun as always, I mean, he's funny, but at the same time he's serious, But I never got a chance to get the first or third season, so my set was always incomplete. So now I got the first and season 1 and season 2 now. Season 3. So, but I've always enjoyed Hell's Kitchen, although as much as I also enjoy Kitchen Nightmare as well. But anyway, so I got that season 1 and season 3. And now I have got the first season, which I've had all the other seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5. But not the first season, though, but... No, wait, actually, was it 6 seasons? I forget. I think it might have been 6, but I never got the first season, though, and that is of Garfield and Friends, from the old cartoon show. So yeah, I never had the first season. So now my Garfield and Friends cartoon show, and now I have the complete set now. Garfield and Friends. Yep, good old Garfield, and yep, with of course John Arbuckle, Odie, Nermal, of course the other on the other sets too, with the farm animals. I forget what they're called though, but the farm friends, you could say. So but yeah, so the first season of Garfield and Friends. Now getting right into the movies now. So starting off with one of the films that came out last year, 2024. And that is of the biopic film, and that is of Reagan, starring Dennis Quaid, and you got a good cast too. Dennis Quaid, you got Penelope Ann Miller, who plays Nancy Reagan, John Voight, and along we got Kevin Dillon from Platoon, of course, in the 1988 remake of The Blob, which I love. I haven't seen Kevin Dillon in a while though, so it was nice that he still does do work, so he's in this film, so cool. I think that Robert Davi is in this as well, another actor I enjoy. I think also quite underrated as well, Robert Davi. So, but this is about the story about the early life of Ronald Reagan before him as an actor, then before he becomes president. So the whole life of Ronald Reagan, which by the way, Ronald Reagan has always been a great president. Well, I wasn't born back then, so, but my dad, my grandpa, knew Reagan. So, no, not personally, but just during the time when he was in office. So. But I wasn't born. I wasn't before. I was born in '91, so I wasn't around then. But later on in life, I know what reading up and all the stuff. I know what a great president Ronald Reagan was. So, but this is the film. Which, by the way, yes, I read it in that video. This film was nominated for Razzies. It's the one for this. Pretty much 90% of those at this time I agreed with, because I ranted on all those movies, most of them except for Megalopolis though. But those are all shit movies. So those are this time I pretty much agree with the Razzies, but this one I probably disagree with though. Because Dennis Quaid, he was nominated for a Razzie for Worst Actor, and this is nominated for what? For Worst Picture as well. And Jon Voight for Worst Supporting Actor. I don't get it. So, but that's Reagan though. Next is which I think I barely remember this movie though, but hey, it's from a director I do like though, but that's why I want to get this, because I want to revisit this movie again. Like it's like almost like I'm watching it first time though, but I vaguely remember the movie, but I'm happy to give this a watch again now, because it's hard. It's one of those. It's hard to find though. So, but that is of Warriors of Virtue. Warriors of Virtue, and it's directed by Ronnie Yu, who directed Go On to Do. Well, he directed Freddy vs. Jason, which I enjoy that film. He directed Bride of Chucky though, which I'm not a fan of anymore. To me, the more I think about it nowadays, to me the film sucks. Bride of Chucky. I just don't like when they just did more thing about it. I just don't like Bride of Chucky anymore. But to me, I think that nowadays I think the film sucks now. But Freddy vs. Jason I like, and he also directed that Jet Li film Fearless. But Ronnie Yu, before that he directed this film. And it stars Marley Shelton, who later starred in that slash film Valentine, and then I think like he should go star in those later Scream movies as well, like the fourth one, and then years later than the shitty fifth one. But I remember also mostly she was when she starred in that the film Valentine. And then you have August McFadden, which he was in Mel Gibson's film Braveheart, but I also know him. He played the character Jeff from the third Saw film. He was the guy who his son was killed. He wanted vengeance, and he's the one ended up killing John Kramer, slicing his throat. So he's in this, and also you got Dennis Dunn, Wang from Big Trouble in Little China, and of course also with John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. And I always wonder, whatever happened to Dennis Dunn, because I always enjoyed him growing up, from Big Trouble in Little China, from Prince of Darkness. So, I always wonder, whatever happened to Dennis Dunn, I always enjoyed him. So. But yeah, it's about these, it's this fantasy film that we have these anthropomorphic kangaroos. Yeah. Kangaroos, which they call themselves the Roos. Get it? So, but yeah, I'll have to rewatch this film again. So I got this on finally got it on Blu-ray. So, but that's been another time. So Warriors of Virtue, and so then I got these, which I'm pretty sure these are gonna be rants though. Well, maybe not this one though, but the other two ones I'll definitely be rants of. But I managed to get the other sequels, because I reviewed the first three movies. I reviewed the first three Terminator movies. Yeah, I reviewed the first three Terminator films. Now I got the sequels, because I didn't have these. So Terminator Salvation. This is the 2-disc special edition, the director's cut. Terminator Salvation. Which I think maybe this is not as bad as which I maybe do not mind this one. But these ones I definitely hated. Terminator Genesis, and then I would say the worst one, Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah, these two I definitely hate. these are definitely gonna be rants. So yeah, but this one I think Salvation. I think I did not mind this one. Yeah, this one with Christian Bale, Sam Worthington, the late Anton Yelchin. Rest in peace to him, you know. But these two just really got screwed this franchise. I'm glad after when Dark Fate, after this film bombed, I'm glad there's no more Terminator films after that. I don't think they haven't spoken of any Terminator films after that film bombed. Thank God, and we don't need any more. But yeah, these are the sequels. And next, we got the first direct-to-video of which this is the first direct-to-video one of Steven Seagal. Yeah, which I would like to. Speaking of it, I would like to finish the rest of the direct-to-video Steven Seagal movies. I would, but I just got to take more of the time to do that though. But this is the first one. This is the very first one that they started, and that was of the Patriot. This is the one that came in the late 90s as well, though, but this is the first one that I would dislike, though. So yeah, up until then, because Fire Down Below bombed, and then after this he would do this one, which was released direct-to-video, though. But then afterwards, he would go to make one more film from Warner Brothers, which this is not, though. This is not Warner Brothers. But we should do Exit Wounds, which I like, though. But this film was this is the start of the first of Steven Seagal's direct-to-video films, and this is the first one, and I was not a fan of it. To me, it was more of a set. I'll review this eventually, so I don't need to get more details right now. So when I review it, though, yeah. But Steven Seagal, you already know my thoughts on Steven Seagal. I already said this about him a whole bunch of times, so I don't want to waste my time and energy on that, though. But this is the first one that started it, The Patriot. Which, honestly, yes, I would say yes. I would rather watch Mel Gibson's Patriot, which is much better, though. Next is a film with Robin Williams, rest in peace to him, which I think I saw this long ago. I was not a fan of this one. I know a lot of people like this film, but to me, personally, I was not. But hey. It's for Robin Williams, so I'll keep it. I'll get this one. So, Patch Adams. I know this film made money, and I think it's from the guy who directed later on go on to direct Bruce Almighty, I think. So, but I mean, I love Robin Williams. Rest in peace to him. You know. But I think I remember not overall being a fan of this film, but hey, it'll be a video, but yeah. But I like Robin Williams in other films. I think he did better in though, but I'll give it a rewatch again. Maybe I think I'm gonna change my mind though, but I know some people. I know a lot of people like this film, but from what I remember, I was not a fan of this film, but in my opinion, you know. Next is a film from what year? Sorry, I have not this one I have not yet seen, but I just want to get the year though. Which this happens, I do this all the time, you know. Why don't I look things up before? Okay, so it's 1996. So for some reason I thought it was 80s, but it looked like 80s, but no, it's 1996. So this one I have not seen though, but it has a decent cast too. And this is called Heaven's Prisoners, and it stars Alec Baldwin, which yes, we know. I already said things about Alec Baldwin too already. How he is, you know. So. But as an actor, I liked him in plenty of stuff, though. But so this one of his I have not seen. And you also have Kelly Lynch, will star in Roadhouse. And then you got Terry Hatcher, before starring in Desperate Housewives. But I also remember really enjoying her in Tango and Cash. Love Tango and Cash. And then you got Eric Roberts, which as another actor I find is underrated as well. Eric Roberts, who I said the brother of Julia Roberts. So this one it's a film of Alec Baldwin's I have not yet seen though. So Heaven's Prisoners. So he's playing. So Alec Baldwin, he's says here he's playing an ex-cop. So I'll give this a watch. Yeah, this one's over 2 hours long, hour and 33 minutes. So yeah, and it's based on a novel which never heard of. If I haven't heard this film, I would not know the book. But that's that one. And last one. Oh boy. This one is just whacked out of its mind. Why was this film made, you know? My God. I'm sure this film I'm pretty sure this film has a reputation for being such a shit movie though, but this is the ultimate cut. Caligula. Yeah. And this premiered in the 2023 Cannes Film Festival. Why? Why would this perform at the Cannes Film Festival? It even says right there. Yeah, but why was this? Yeah, it's just like it's one of those films that you would scratch your head when you watch this film. You scratch your head. It's like, why was this made? You know. And the thing is, it has some decent actors in here. You know, as you know, Caligula as the title character is played by a young Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell was started, of course. People know him probably play as Dr. Loomis from Rob Zombie's Halloween, but other films. But he was in Cat People, of course. Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange, and then of course he was the villain in Star Trek Generations as Sorn. You know, which he said that good line, in which I liked him when he said that. You know, time is the fire of which we burn. When he was telling it to Patrick Stewart, Captain Picard. So yeah, so you have a young Malcolm McDowell right here as the title character Caligula, and you also have Peter O'Toole. I'm like, Peter O'Toole he's in a film like this, you know. I mean, Peter O'Toole later played Lawrence of Arabia. Then of course when he later voiced in Anton Ego from Disney Pixar's Ratatouille. And then he also got a young Helen Mirren. Yeah, Helen Mirren. If you see right there, if you can see from the glare, right there. Yeah, a young Helen Mirren. Of course, starred in many movies. You know, of course, her role in the Fast and Furious franchise as Jason Statham's mother. But she's starred in many movies, you know. From, of course, I liked her when she was in Red, you know, with Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, John Malkovich. Yeah, but it's looking back, you know, it's like, you know, just how young and pretty she was from back then, you know. That's what that astounds me, you know. When you see her and how she is nowadays, but you look back at how young and pretty she was from even starring a film like this, you know. It just kind of mind boggles me sometimes. I mean, she's a great actress, and she starred in a film like that. And I know that's going to be a very awkward review for me to talk about because, I mean, what is there to talk about? It's just, jeez. I'm already dreading reviewing that movie already. I am. If I review the film, this is going to be so awkward for me to talk about because of what. If anyone knows about this movie, we already know what this movie is. It's nothing but a bunch of tits, a bunch of dicks, and pussies, and just. Yeah, that's pretty much. There was even that one scene where that huge lawnmower type thing just is lopping off heads, you know. I mean, jeez, criminy. I'm definitely dreading reviewing this film. Yes, I have seen. Yes, I've seen this film long ago, and it left my memory, you know. But you know, the thing is, though, it's an if that film got hated so much, but you know, it's an interesting. How I view this film is a kind of an interesting type of hateful film, you know. It's like in the way of Showgirls, right? Showgirls has been hated on throughout the years, right? And it failed. That to me, it was kind of like an interesting type of failure. I think I'm putting this film along with that though, but this is much more extreme than Showgirls. Let me tell you that right now. So it is an interesting type of failure because you have a film like this, it has a huge, you know, all this production sets as this big epic film, you know, and all these set pieces and how they do with the costumes and stuff, you know. It's like this big epic film, and it's kind of like a big budget porno movie. That's what they turn it to, of this rise and fall of this Roman emperor and all that stuff. But oh boy, like I said, it's just very hard for me to review. Awkward. It's very awkward for me to talk about, you know. So. But that's Caligula, yeah. But that's the DVD update I have right here. So, yeah, that film. They had this Prisoners, Patch Adams, The Patriot, the Terminator, the remaining Terminator sequels, Words of Virtue, Reagan, Season 1 of Garfield, Season 1 and 3 of Hell's Kitchen. So I hope you enjoyed this latest DVD update. I'm sure a lot of people will be happy to hear me do another one of these again, you know. So, but yeah, that's that. That's the newest DVD update. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.